It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got Bobby Okereke, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Giants and the Commanders on Monday Night Prime Time.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come into this one. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that...
Ready, set.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. He'll look to throw. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 18 carries, 69 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him 2nd in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Byron Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On first down, Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Handoff now to Robinson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They work now on 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Daniels. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And now out come the Giants. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Alert! Alert! Let's go!
Singletary to get the drive started. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check. Bronco switch.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Throwing on first down. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, That means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Daniels. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This now a 3rd and 4. Dotson in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marvin Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. But once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 32 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. Washington ready to try again on offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run here with Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakonkwo. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Singletary trying the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 46. They start on the ground with Robinson here, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 27.
108 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3rd down and 1.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to... And oh, he coughed it up! And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
New York set to take the field.
And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Off play action, Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense on 3rd down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the Washington offense heading out. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Now a man who played his final season at nearby Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On second down, it's Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll try and run. Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves them with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants now down by 13, a little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Commanders,